this morning, and let me show you what I've been playing with. This little thing, I think it's a Wood and Pickett Mini Cooper 1275 GT. It's a bit of a rare little thing. I spent a couple of days on that, and I was just doing a little bit of extra tidying up this morning on there. So I thought I've got some time today. I am going to give my own car a clean because it is desperate. Also, a Mini. So I'll talk to you about the products that I'm using, how-tos, and if you're watching this live, because this will be a video posted on my channel soon, watching it live and got any questions, want to have a chit chat, let me know. It's no problem at all. It's- I might as well go live and show everything I'm up to. There's no secrets here. You see it as it all happens. Yeah, just here for a chit chat. Hey, how's it going? I was hoping to see you here. I like having these chit chats with you. Tomorrow I'm going to be live. Oh, do I need a new pair of boots? Blooming hope not. Yeah, I'm going to be going live tomorrow again with the Range Rover, same as last week. But I'll be listing all of these lovely products from Fallen Angel. Adam, how you doing, Adam? Good. Is it still morning? For a little bit longer, it's still the morning. Yeah, I was I've not been live a lot lately because I was stepped back because of the whole electric fiasco. So that looks like the best sprayer on the market. It is the best sprayer on the market. It's by Fallen Angel, and I'm going to tell more people about it when there's more people in here. There's only three at the minute. Is it one, two, three with Adam? Right, okay. I'm going to use a wheel cleaner, which I'm just going to spray on, let it soak, and then rinse off. And then I'm going to go in with Toxin because I haven't done my own car for a while. Now, if you know I'm right, there's no point telling me, you, and Adam about it. Adam knows about this stuff. He's been here plenty. But that mini wooden picket, I've done the paint on it yesterday. I did a load of machine polishing, and I've got to say, it came up really nice. So I'm genuinely chuffed about that. But when I was talking to the guy who's basically arranging all of these different cars to come to me, Howard, so I've spoken to you guys a lot about him. He did say that it's going to go in for paint. I was like, "You really need to spend the money with me, like machine polishing?" And he said, "Yeah." I was like, all right. And I had free reign. He said, "Don't worry, if you burn through, you burn through." Of course, I'm not going to burn through just for the sake of doing a blooming burn through because that would be pointless. But the paint on the car is, it, although I've made it look good, it still needs to be painted because there's rust underneath there. So that, of course, is a bad thing. But I'll show you shortly on how good it looks. But I didn't bother going for perfect because even if I got considerably perfect paint, it's still going to be painted. And, oh well. Why am I doing the arches? I don't need to do the arches on this. I'm going to drive home, get a load of mud in there. It's more so the paint that I'm worried about in this car because it's nasty. Oh, right there, can't you? Have a little bit of a fit, did you? Yeah. So I'll flush these out a little bit. Got to love a bit of mud in your mouth. That's about all the time I'm going to spend on it. It's more so the wheels and the paintwork that I want to get clean because I haven't done it in weeks. And I don't know if you can see, no, it's not really showing on camera, but this car is utter filth at the minute. Right, so this is dual toxin. It's a fallout remover. Well, that's gone on there really nicely. I want to do that, and I'm actually going to do the wheels again. Right, there's 21 people in here, so hello, every single one of you. How are you doing? If you don't already know me, my name's Jay. My business is called PFC Detailing, and I detail cars. And let me show you. So I've still got to get that mud out of my mouth, it flicked into my face. I'm going to let that rest on there for a while because the fallout remover needs to just relax in there. I'm going to show you the car that I've been working on recently. So this is the Mini Pickett and Wood Wouldn't pick it. I really can't remember. So many people have told me. But the paint, as you can see, I know I haven't got a torch in it at the minute, but it looks good. But here's the problem with it. Can you see up here? The clear coat has clearly failed and it's coming off all the way down the side of the door. That's no good. The seats, let me flip the camera around. The seats need colonising really quite desperately. I've cleaned all of the inside as much as I can, but again, that needs sorting out. Let me show you more on this car of reasons why we're not going for perfect. You can see the bubbles in the clear coat here and here and here. More peeling of the clear coat up here, all along here. Let me see if this will flick off. No, not today, but it has been. It's a cracking little car. I've enjoyed doing it, but now time to move on to that one. Yeah, look, this is my car. For those of you that don't mind electric cars, this is my one, and you can see it's absolutely filthy. Right, okay, let's get back to that one. Terence, how are you doing? Good to see you back again. Good to see all of you back again. The roof came up well. It did come up well. I cleaned it twice. So yeah, that did come up really nice actually. Okay, time to do the tires again. Why not? Think I might actually put tire shine on my car this time. It's so often that when I clean my own car, I don't bother with tire shine because, well, although I like it, I'm just not that bothered. I do it for clients 100% of the time without fail. But for me, I'm actually not overly fussed. Am I the only person out there? Like, do all of you put tire shine on your car? Steve, how you doing, Steve? What's happening? It's a washing machine on wheels. Oh my God, it's a washing machine on wheels. Washing machines are useful. You get some more suds in this bucket. Put a whole load of shampoo in there. I need some more water in there. Plus, the suds are really quite satisfying, to say the least. But I'm sure I need a new one of these brushes. It's looking a little bit limp. But these brushes last a long time. And in fact, when they break, which I've got two of them over there, they break about once every 3 or so years. So I've got another couple of years before I need to buy another one of these. But it's an easy detail brush. And this is exactly what I use it for. Getting the barrels of the wheels clean and also engine bays. It's really useful. So I don't really need it for much else. It's not good for arches. For the arches, you need a stiffer brush, which you can't see it. I know that. But this isn't, there you go. That's what it looks like. It's an easy detail go brush. It works really well. And of all the brushes, that's the only one of that one I've ever had. And it's probably the only one I'll ever have. That's what she said. Have I? The number of times I say something funny on here, she's shining now, but still needs to be repainted. No, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. That other mini needs to be painted. The thing is, if you were here to see it, you'd see that although it does look good, it needs a nut and bolt restoration. There's, yeah, it's as simple as that. A nut and bolt restoration is exactly what it needs. Although these are sold out now, big hairy ball brush sold out for the second time in only a few months. I like to finish with tire shine. It sets the car off. Yeah, it definitely does. And I know that with this car, because it's, I don't know, dark paint, dark windows, dark. Oh, is it still here? Sorry, someone was calling me and I just had to cut them off. Then, yeah, sometimes I just think, is it more stealthy to not? Is it? I don't know. Sorry, I've got someone that keeps calling me, and I can't pick up right now. So you're going to have to wait. Don't tell him. I'm not going to tell you who that was. As I get in any trouble. The person writing in a language that I really don't talk, thank you for the comment, but I don't know what it is. Oh, thank you very much for that. That Ben, thank you. The reason I keep shaking my head is because I keep getting phone calls coming through, and just can't talk at the minute while I'm talking to you. I want to cut all of you off. So please don't think I'm going mad. I'm just not answering a particular call. More coming in January. All right, cool. More big hairy ball brushes with Fallen Angel in January. You've missed out. You've missed out on your big hairy ball brush. There you go. That wall's going to be nice. Now, in an ideal world, I'd get some protection on there, but the one that I've been using doesn't work with spotless water. And I use spotless water, which means I cannot get water spots. Now, that little ding has been there ever since I bought the car, and I was too lazy to take it back to them to say, fix it. Mm, that's my fault. Got to take ownership of these mistakes, right? But oh, God, that feels heavier today than it normally does. But I'm not as fussed with my own car as I am with clients' cars. If it's a client's car, and they wanted me to get someone to get that in to fix it, it'd be done. But with my own car, yeah, whatever. Doesn't need to be perfect. Right, okay. More different brushes, wax applicators, and ceramic applicators coming too. And for those of you that don't know, Dave Martin is from Fallen Angel, not from, he is the proud owner of Fallen Angel, which is where I get my microfibers from. So it's great to have his support here. And if you're in the UK and you're looking for new microfibers, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. So we've got a great big twisted loop drying towel. You're gonna have to trust me, this is the biggest drying towel I've actually ever used. But not only that, it's soft and it works really well. Other things from Fallen Angel, lots and lots of microfibers. This one I had a little bit of a play with. I laser etched it with PFG detailing. They don't come like that. I just wanted to laser etch. It sounds cool. A couple of different colours over there of Fallen Angel. And they're great. They're better than the yellow ones that you get from a particular store. I'm sure you know what I mean. But no, they're really good. And the customer service is good, which is also important to me. Right, there was a great video on the wooden picket mini detail. Oh, thank you for that one. Yeah, I'd have liked to have done the interior as well, but you guys probably know I don't like doing interiors live. Plus, it gives me the opportunity to take some videos and some content, which is why you see so many door cleans and steering wheel cleans, although I've not done many of those lately. But exteriors is easy for me to do, and I really do enjoy doing them. So I'm glad that you enjoy it too. What's that? Is it? They're trying to reach you about the car warranty. So it is a car guy, and I do need to call him back, but not right now. Darth, how you doing, Darth? What's going on? Does a pre-wash make a difference after washing? Does pre-wash make a difference after washing? I'm not sure I understand that question. 500 GSM in soon. Gonna get a good load. Are the 500 GSM ones the ones that I don't like to make dirty? Fallen Angel have got a microfiber, which I don't often talk about, I have to admit, other than just saying I don't like making it dirty because it's so thick and luxurious for a microfiber that I don't want to get it dirty. So I use them for things like wiping over a dashboard, but not putting chemicals on it. It's plenty good enough for me to put the chemicals on it. I just don't want to. I think it drives Fallen Angel nuts. Um, Junior from Brazil, thank you for joining us here today. The last M4, I really want to answer your question, but I'm not entirely sure that I understand it right now. So if you want to drop another comment and help me with what you're talking about, no excuses. What's oh no. Hold fire, hold fire. Don't send them. Don't I'll use the ones that you've sent me. I promise. Right, tire tire cleaning brush. Another one of those brushes. This one's from Jewel, and with tire brushes, they're just so strong. You'll never have to buy another one. Not in my experience. I've only ever had two, and the other one, I think this was sent to me by Jewel. So yeah, of course I'm going to use it. It's a good brush. There was nothing wrong with the other one. Had it for about 6 years. So it's one of those things that, for the sake of what must be, I'm guessing about £8, clean the tyres properly. That way, when you do put the tyre shine on your tyres, giving it the best chance of actually doing a good job. Not going to lie, on a Mini, black on a Mini looks, especially in this one. Do you know what? Thank you. It's actually blue, but it's called enigmatic black. You'll see more once I've actually got it clean. It's a bit filthy at the minute. Right, okay, but I do like it. This side is ceramic coated, which is a good thing and a bad thing because I'm going to strip it off. I'm going to apply another ceramic coating. I was sent a couple of bottles by a well-known brand. Nothing. What was I going to say there? Sent a couple of bottles by a well-known brand, and it's about time that I actually did a long-term test. So it's by Cerakote and version 2, because the version 1 was absolutely shockingly bad. Who likes this? Can you see this? Can you see the spinner in the middle? Watch this. Oh, I didn't do it. There we go. Can you see it spinning round? I love that. That's as close as my car gets to being like a Rolls Royce. Okay, this is fallout remover, and I'm not putting a lot on there for the sheer fact electric car doesn't use the brakes much, so I don't need to try too hard to remove the baked-in brake dust. Right. This is an all-purpose cleaner called Nitty Gritty by Jewel in a Fallen Angel pump sprayer. They will be back in stock. When will they be back in stock? Is it January? And I've got to say, I've had IK sprayers, which is a well-known brand. I've had, I've still got over there a Marilex, which is 2 or 3 times the cost of this. This is my go-to for one main reason: it never clogs. I have absolutely no idea what filters they've used in that, but it never clogs. And it was so bad, the clogging on the IK and the Marilex, that I had to clean the filter out every single day. I had a bunch of filters. I used to soak them overnight to clean them. I just, honestly, it just got on my nerves. What products is that? Que productos? Which one? There's quite a few here that I'm using, and I'm more than happy to tell you which ones that they are. Bearing in mind, I just replied in Spanish, but it seems very similar. Sorry, like, no, 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 Mark, nothing to be sorry for at all. Glad you're here. We've got a moderator in the room, so you've all got to behave yourself now. Right, so that tyre, I'd say, is clean because the foam is relatively white still, which is great. You wasn't sure the spray to start with. Oh no, I've got to say, I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure because the other ones are brands that I know, and sometimes when you pay a decent amount of money for something, you think it's going to work better, but that's just not the case. I reckon. I don't even know how much this is, but it's got to be lower cost than the others, and it just worked better. There's things that I wish all of them would design, like on here, get rid of the pump. I've got a compressor. So if I could just go put something in there and just put the air in it, that would be fantastic. But that's me. Most of you guys wouldn't really care about that stuff because you probably aren't running compressors. But as a professional car cleaner, then it would be a nice to have, but certainly not a must have. Again, with the easy detail brush, I'm going to go through the products here because Junior was asking which ones I'm using. So this is an easy detail barrel brush. Is that sprayer available to buy yet? It's not at the moment. They're out of stock, but Dave will be able to tell you. There it is. It's around 10 to 15 quid, depending how he feels on the day. But they come from Fallen Angel, Mark. Not yet, Mark. The beginning of the new year. There we go. Are they going to have any branding on the bottle? Fallen Angel. That would be nice to see if there's a branding on there too. Let us all know where they're from. Right, so I'm just cleaning the barrels of the wheels. There's not a lot of dirt coming out of here because, again, it's an electric car and it doesn't use the brakes like most cars do because it's got regenerative braking. So it uses the electric motor to slow down. A little bit of boring information there for you, which is why I don't do a deep clean of the wheels too often on my own car. Okay. Everyone knows what my favourite brush is. For those of you that don't, big hairy ball brush, again from Fallen Angel. But please don't ask me why they've got none in stock and I'm talking about it because they have sold out again, I think a couple of days ago. So good luck to them. There's more of those coming in next year, but you can't buy one from them at the minute. Right, so what have we got later this week coming in? Tomorrow, as always, being a Friday, I've got the Range Rover in every Friday morning. Later on in the day, there should be, I think it was a 1960s, a late 1960s Rolls Royce. So that's a big old car. And I'm looking forward to doing that one. So yeah, I think it'll be nice to get a little bit of class in here with the Rolls Royce. Right, okay, I'm not sure on the branding, more about saving everyone money. Yeah, okay, that makes good sense. Yeah, charging people for your time and putting a label on there. Yeah, that makes good sense. I like what you're saying there. Um, I mean, suggested. Oh, I've missed what the comment is now as well, Darth. I'm so sorry. You bought an easy one I can do, but I've messed up. And it's a midget. I think it's tiny. You bought the mini one, Mark. You know, I've never used the mini one. So, what's it like? Russell, how you doing, Russell? Assuming I'm pronouncing that properly. Right, I'm just going to move all of my things down to the next wheel, the final wheel, and then the snow foam that I'm using is going to be dual, and it's the strawberry one, not in flavour. Definitely don't recommend eating snow foam, but it's strawberry in scent, and it's pink. So in about the next 10 minutes, I'm going to guess we are going to be turning this car hot pink. So hang around to see that, and I quite like it, seeing it in hot pink. Right. Again, with the wheels, I am going to let me put you back here so you can see a bit more. This is dual axis, a wheel cleaner. Uh, it's mini and it is really mini. No, I'm not surprised. Can you send it back to them? New to the channel, Bobby Plays. Thank you very much for being here, Bobby. Welcome to the club. I just so you know a bit more about me, I detail cars, obviously. Today, this is my own car, so you might see it on here once every couple of months, depending how often I clean it. And I like to tell people about the products that I'm using, how to answer any questions that you might have. And yes, kind of, can I say free for all? Just coming in and having a chit chat with a bunch of great people. I go live. If I'm not live here, I might be live on TikTok as well. I really enjoy that. But this is a channel that I've been trying to grow properly for the last couple of months. So yeah, thank you for being here. And we get lots of different things in here as well, which is nice. As in, there's a mini wooden picket over there. Sophie Parker, how you doing, Sophie? I thought of you the other day, assuming this is the Sophie that I know, and I think it is. How is everything going, Sophie? Sorry to stop there, but Sophie's lovely. So I just wanted to stop and have a chat. So we've had this mini wood and picket. I think that's what it's called. So I've spent a couple of days on this one. There's been an Aston Martin, but I did that about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and the guy just hasn't picked it up. He's absolutely bonkers, this guy. Also, this is why I say we get some quite interesting things in here. And we've been playing about with a boat a couple of weeks ago as well. There'll be a Rolls Royce in hopefully tomorrow and a Range Rover. So there's lots of different stuff coming in. Probably cost you to send it back, and it might do, Mark. Might do. What other things have you got from those guys over at Jewel? And what haven't you tried that you want to try? Getting fat. Nice mini. My brother has one. Thank you very much, Bob. But yeah, I love this car. It's an electric car. Not everyone likes that. I love it to pieces, but each to their own. I say each to their own. Yes, it is you. All right, good. When are you getting fat? When is the actual due date? I participated in an online customization event in a game and got second place. That sounds pretty good to me. How many people are on there? Aston Martin, Bobby plays. Yeah, it is an Aston Martin DB7 Volante. So yeah, the guy bought it to me because it's actually for sale. And he said, if I haven't sold it by Christmas, I'll pay you to leave it there. So very shortly, I'm going to be like, it's about time you dig deep and start paying me to store your car. But the guy's also got a massive Bentley. I can never remember what it's called, but it's a Bentley convertible, and it is like a boat for the road. He's got an Aston Martin DB12, which is stunning, and the car that you see in most of the time, I don't even know what car it is. It's got to be worth about 500 quid, and he just doesn't care. His beautiful cars. Well, one of them's over here and has been for about 6 weeks. And the other one I know is in storage somewhere else. And the Bentley, you just don't really see him drive too much. What a nice world. April 7th. All right, so there's a little way to go here. I thought maybe you've had the baby and that's why we haven't seen you that much. Uh, First told you, oh, was it only 6 weeks? Right, okay. I didn't realize it was only 6 weeks. How exciting. Are you ready for it, Sophie? I haven't got the fallout or the tyre cleaner yet, but I have built Hammer Corosol and Nitty Gritty, which is similar. Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Whilst you've got those products, I'd say the Nitty Gritty should last you a long time because it lasts me a long time. So yeah, just stick with those for the time being. And the Corosol, yeah, just stick with everything you've got right now. And then it's up to you on when or if you want to make a change. Right. So that was round one of the wheel clean. Now I'm going to use a fallout remover, which removes the baked in brake dust. I'm using dual toxin. Where am I now? I'm based in Romford in Essex. This is just uh, this is just a month till my birthday. Happy birthday for the 21st of January, if we're not a little bit too soon. 17 weeks to go and having another girl, so I've got everything except for turn one. She turned one, was that? Oh, how lovely. You're two in front of me in terms of kids. A little bit slow and late to the party on that one. Right. Good on you, Mark. Good on you. Yeah, there's sometimes I like to run a product out first before I actually go and buy another one. It's the right thing to do. If you've got something that's working for you, just, there's so many people that go and stock up, and I really don't think that they should. I'm going to leave that on there for a couple of minutes. I believe about 12ish people. That's good. I think you've done really well. Good on you. Next time you've got to aim for first. Respect from, I don't know where that is, but Hera, thank you very much for being here. Massively appreciate all 82 of you. And there's a subscribe button right here somewhere. It's nearly Christmas. So if you want to give me a Christmas gift, can we get those likes to 20 and a subscription? I'd love that. It's free. You get my company for free and all of these other people completely free of charge. Right, so this is an easy detail go brush for the arches. I've got a 2-year-old boy and a 1-year-old girl and the pregnant. Oh wow! I thought you just had the one. You've been a busy little bee, haven't you, Sophie? um, oh, thank you very much, Russell. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate that, and I hope the same for you too. It's like I've got such a nice bunch of people in here. What's Albania? Oh, the flags are Albanian. Oh, I never would have known that. And my next door neighbours are Albanian, and I've known them for years. They're great people, and I had absolutely no idea that that was their flag. Okay, time to do the tyres again. Albania is where Hera like right. Got it. Thank you. You're good at this. I had no idea that was the Albanian flag. You need to buy a TV. To be honest with you, I think the fun you're having is better than a TV. Does anyone here believe otherwise? But again, this is the second time that I'm doing this tyre, and the foam is coming off mostly white, which would suggest that the wheel or the tyre is clean. So that's a good thing. Got 6 weeks between you in what? In terms of birthdays? Llewellyn, I've managed to snag myself a couple of detailing goodies. Good on you. What did you get? Excited to get my discovery looking fresh. So I'm thinking of looking fresh because one of the guys that comes in here is called Looking Fresh. Any pro tips? My biggest concern is pressure washer is at 3100 psi petrol unit. Turn it down for a start, and you can get different attachments for the lance. I use a 15 degree, 15 or 25, I can't remember, but you can change those, and then that will make a difference in the pressure of the water coming out. But what I would say is, I don't know what country you're in, by the way. I'm going to assume the UK. But tips would be take your time, use the right products at the right time for the right amount of time. So don't let something dwell for too long if it just doesn't need to. And if you hate water spots, get yourself a drying towel that will help you soak up that water quicker, and maybe even like a pet dryer. I know that means spending more money, but I've got so many hints and tips that I couldn't give it all to you at one go. I guess my best tip is be thorough and take your time. That's where that's where you make the difference between what a car wash can do and what you can do yourself. And that last little bit is what will make all the difference. Between me and my partners, we have three already. Good on you. Don't go by the TV. Continue to have fun. Because I have a 10-year-old stepdaughter. Jesus, loads of us. 6 kids between us. Everyone's having a lot more fun out there than I am. Look at that bleed. Do you know what? There is quite a bit on here. Even for a, I don't know if you can see it, but the purple in there is when you know that the fallout remover is working. So, big hairy ball brush ready to go. Lucky we don't have any salt on the road, so no rust. Whereabouts are you if you've got no Oh, South Africa. There we go, Cape Town. So is it warm over there? I don't know what the climate is like all the time. You have a Welsh name, Llewellyn. Nice. Are you Welsh? Sophie, you're Welsh, aren't you? Small country, strong country, you mean? Right, I need to get back to this. Oh, you know, I'm loving this chit chat right now. It makes me happy. This is the kind of community feeling that I like. So I come on here. I know I'm going to be cleaning my own car, but also having a chit chat and talking to all of you guys. So it makes it all the worthwhile, which is why I like doing these lives. And if in the meantime I get a subscription and a like and help someone with their own car, then that's just a bonus too. Right, relatively quick clean there. Again, electric car, and it's my own, so I'm not overly fussed to be honest with you. There it is. Range Rover. What's that about a Range Rover SUV? No, what's? Did someone think this was a Range Rover? I mean, if you come tomorrow, I'll probably be live on TikTok, but I will be live with a Range Rover Sport. Right, there we go. That's that done. Time to time to get some What's it called on the car? Snow foam on the car. There we go. Let me raise you are. No one wants me singing. Electric. Oh, bad. Oh, nays. This is why I like this because I know so many of you don't like it. But I love my electric car. It's brilliant. I won't have you say a bad word about it. It even does 120 miles on a charge in winter. Brilliant. I have to come and check it out, Jake. What are you coming to check out? Make sure you do the full. Sophie, you're more than welcome. Come to Essex. Lots of time over Christmas. And if you want to come and check out the wheel cleaning chemicals, you are more than happy to. Where am I based? From Stefania Morelli. If that is not an Italian name, then I don't know what is. I am based in Romford in Essex, which is in England. Can you do your exhaust with a fallout? Um, you're not asking me to do the exhaust on an electric car, are you, Sophie? You're in Liverpool. Oh wow, okay. Hello, all the way to Liverpool. I need to go up to that place at some point. Actually, I need to go to the Lake District, which a lot of you already know. I got to go, Bobby. Thank you for being here, and hopefully talk to you soon. What is Sophie saying? Is it there? When you, how comes you're saying that, Sophie? Love the Lake District. I've never been, but 4 years ago, I was given a gift of going there, and we went straight into lockdown, and I couldn't go. Who's from Australia? Are you from Australia, Jamie? If you are, hello all the way to Australia. And if you are in Australia, do you know the Detail Market, an Australian detailer who's brilliant at going live on TikTok? He's absolutely great. Go, love it. Do you know what? One of the reasons I haven't been is because I'm single and it's 2 nights for two. So I need to find someone to go with. Morelli is Italian. Yes, it definitely is. Right, okay. I'm now going to soak this car down with this snow foam. So bear with me a second. I'm not going to be able to read the comments just for a moment, but this car is going to turn pink. So here goes. It is Sophie's favourite colour. You know, right. Right, this is by Jules, and it is a alkaline cleaner. So it actually does clean. It doesn't just look pretty. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I put a new windscreen coating on the car. So I put G Technic G1 on the windscreen, and you can almost see it. If you look at the other side, you can already see it starting to fight the chemicals off of there because it's ceramic coated. So G Technic G1 on the windows, brilliant. Uh, Born and bred in Italy. How long have I been detailing? I have full time. I don't even. I can't remember. Part time. A long time. I remembered. I remembered that your favourite colour is pink. Absolutely. How could I forget you, Sophie? I have a few comments. Seems you're not seeing them. Gary, that is the first one that I've seen. Can anyone else let me know if Gary's comments have come up? I mean, seeing as he is a moderator, we should all see his comments. But no, that's the first one that I've seen. I've got to go. Glad. Thank you very much, Llewellyn, and I am genuinely happy that you've had a good time. Hopefully, see you again soon. Sophie, can't forget things like that. I remember that we've done a few things for you because you made the choices on what we should do. Got to be careful I don't spray that mini over there with purple snow foam. Who's Gary? Yesterday I had my brakes done. Metal on Metal Symphony. Oh wow, that sounds expensive, shall we say, Stefania? There's something there. I don't know what it says. I'm ever so sorry because it's really hard to actually get into detail. And a course, don't do a course. How much? 6 grand. I'll tell you what to do. Take 3,000. Take £1,000. Go and get all of the equipment that you need. Go and buy a panel from the scrap heap for 100 quid. and practice. Do not spend 6 grand on a course. Jesus. Wow. That's a lot of money. Right, now I'm going to empty this out because, of course, it's pink. 6 grand. Look, sorry, that's such a lot of money. I think it is 6 grand to learn. What I would do is practice. I never did a course. I just practiced. Lots of different weather, lots of different cars, lots of different chemicals. You won't spend anywhere near 6 grand, and you'll get that experience. Will the £6,000 help you in learning faster? Yeah, of course it will. I'm sure they're not completely useless, but it just seems like a lot of money. Right, this is how I clean this out. Get all the pink out. You haven't had any from Gary? No, I haven't either. Gary, yep, odds, definitely odds. Sorry, I like to clean all my equipment. Doesn't that look a little bit funny if I step? Because yeah, over here, one in Australia will even give you apprenticeship. 6,000 Aussies to UK. All right, okay, that doesn't sound as bad now. Right, okay, that's not particularly bad then. I'll take most of that back. So if that's what it is, then make sure they're reputable if you can. What is going on? Come on. So I'm just cleaning out all of this stuff. And yeah, so I'd take most of that back. If it was £6,000, then I'd say absolutely not. Seeing as it's the equivalent of 2,000, look at doing a course. Do they give you any help afterwards? Ongoing help? Do they give you any products to take home? Uh, there's certain things that you might not want to spend on. Like this was gone over there. It must be about $200 based on 3 times that. So you don't need one of these. It's not going to earn you any money. You don't need certain things that just won't earn you money. So if you go and buy a machine polisher for what must be $1,500, you will earn thousands from spending that. So that's what you should focus on if you want to go down that route. God, there's so much to do here. Got to go. But Sophie, yeah, send me a message. It'd be good to have a chat with you. I haven't spoken to you in months. Be good to have a catch up. Right, is that Bill Baker charging 6 grand? If Bill Baker's charging that and it's only £2,000, then yeah, I absolutely see it's worthwhile. In my head, I was thinking English sterling, way too much money. I need my car cleaning in and out to make my perfect car. Stefania, come down. We'll do a live together. No problem at all. What accent do you have? Seeing as an Italian name but live in Liverpool. Now I want to know what accent you've got. They teach you how to detail ceramic coat. Then that sounds good. Do you get to ceramic coat your own car whilst you're doing it? Because that would be even better. Did I see the comment? Yes, I did, Sophie. Definitely. Send me a message on what is it? TikTok because I will forget otherwise. Right, time to get this off the car. A strange one. Oh, that's funny. I like that. Right. Okay. Time to get the snow phone off the car, and I just can't remember where I put protection on the car or not. Seeing as it's been a little while now, I can imagine there's not a lot left other than the side of the car that I've ceramic coated. So you'll see in a second, I'll bring the phone closer, but the windscreen, I've put a ceramic coating on. And the one that I use, which is the one that I recommend to all of you, is G-Technic G1. I've tried loads of other ones. This is the best one. I don't care what anyone else says. It actually works, and it's durable. Yeah, I'm a bit set in my ways on that one because I've tried so many other ones that are allegedly good and they're all just shockingly bad. One of them was £70 a bottle. That was the worst one. Ironically, that one that was £70 a bottle worked until it rained. Do you do a lot of cleaning cars, or do you do ceramic coatings? The most that I do, most kind of work would be, I'd say up to, but not always in ceramic coating. So with this one over here, I've done the next step would be a ceramic coating, but that's not what's going on with this car. It's going to be the same with the Rolls Royce that's in from that guy. I do like the ceramic coating work, but it's not something that always comes in. I do a lot of work up to the decontamination phase. Yeah, I'd say the majority of the work is deep cleans and decon washing. You get the odd little bits and pieces of something a bit weird and wonderful, but that's still the majority of my work. Right, now, if any of you do use this pink snow foam or another coloured snow foam, you've got to flush it out properly, because if you don't, it's going to come back and bite you in the tush. I learned English in London, so mix that with Italian and it's me. Hmm. Yeah, depending what accent in London you had. That could be a good mix, couldn't it? So what took you from Italy, that beautiful place, to London, to Liverpool? It's either got to be a girlfriend, boyfriend, or a job. It's got to be one of those ones, I reckon. Right. Brother, forgive me for Emoji's question. Are you a native Englishman? Get that question all the time. Absolutely, yes, I am. How to detail a car in winter? How to detail a car in winter? Basically everything that basically everything that I'm doing right now, except for blowing the number plate off. I'm going to put that back for the sheer fact someone sent it to me as a gift, and it's a nice number plate. So let me show you what this is. This is from Best Merch. They're on TikTok, and you can see. Sorry, no, this one wasn't from Best Merch. They sent me the one that's on the back of the car. This one is from. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. What are they called? The Number Plate Clinic. But look, you can see it's raised, and it looks pretty good. How many cars do I do average a week? Impossible to answer. For the sheer fact, the Rolls Royce that I've got coming in should be tomorrow. That could take me 3 days. The Mini's taken me 2 days. This is going to take me a couple of hours. It's my own car. The Aston Martin, 2 to 3 days. So it just depends on the kind of work that comes in. To be honest with you, that is a place where I couldn't tell you what the average is. Is that going to stay there? That's the question. Uh, Wash my hands. Long story short, my daughter, your daughter needed you. Right, okay, got it. I'll ask no more because it could get a bit personal. Right, I need to get the rest of this slow phone off the car. Uh, how can Lee always get stuck in the worst places? Right, time to do the inside of the car. Uh, Number plate clinic. There we go. Gary knows better than I do. That's why Gary's the boss man. We're, what did I say about the with my hands? Not sure. I'm not sure what I said. Right, let me show you the windscreen. The protection that I put on there is really quite obvious. That's what a windscreen coating should look like. That that's a perfect windscreen coating. I put it on there about a month ago, ready for winter. Right. I always like to pressure wash into the window sill, just in case there's any dirt sat there. Seems like a bit of an obvious thing to do, but not everyone does it. And you can see that there's no protection on here. But that's a good thing for me right now, because I am going to apply a ceramic coating to the car. I just need to find the time, and I'm going to do all of that live. The clean, the decontamination, the machine polishing, or do I do a video? Do I do a video of it instead and put it onto YouTube? Hmm. There's a question. You guys are going to say do it live. Do I go live on TikTok? Yes, I go live on TikTok. That's the place where I've spent most of my time going live, actually. So to find me on there is at PFG Detailing. Right, let's see how much of this dirt comes off. Right, if this was ceramic coated, this would be so much easier to clean because the dirt will literally just want to come off of the panel. Here's somewhere that a lot of people forget. Right under there, what would you even call that? What would you call this bit? But clean under there. Loads of people miss it. I know that you do. Just clean it. The water behaviour is shockingly bad. Someone asked you how you clean cars in the winter, Stefania. Yes, you're absolutely right. So in winter, what I would use, you don't need a pre-wash if you've got a great snow foam. And I would use a alkaline snow foam. If the car is really bad, yeah, use an all-purpose cleaner, and that will help you remove the dried-on dirt. That's for sure. Also, after using the alkaline snow foam, and it will make a big difference if you get a good one. What I would say is do the manual wash like you normally do, but the last thing that you do is absolutely putting some protection on the car. It's the protection that's going to help the car stay cleaner for longer. And when you do clean it the next time, it will be easier. There'll be less work for you to do. So the main things there are make sure you get the strong chemicals, the stronger, especially if you've got no protection on the car, but then put protection on it afterwards. And it can be really easily done. You don't need to spend a lot of time doing it. There's a couple of quick tips, I would say. Hello, Bobby Plays. Welcome back. That was quick. I'm glad to have you back. Got to go again. The phone battery's low. All right, okay. I need to send all of you a power bank. We need to get someone to sponsor us so I can get all of you power banks. You can be here for longer. Anyone work for a power bank company? Right. So after this, I'm going to wash the car by hand. So you'll see a lot of the dirt has come off already, just because of the right chemicals. And this side of the car is ceramic coated. However, we are nearly 2 years into the coating, and it's an 18-month coating, but well, it's a damn good coating. So if you see at the top here, you can see it fighting off the water, not very quickly, but just remember how quickly that's coming off of the car. So after, there you go. Look, you can tell that's an old ceramic coating, and it's still performing really well. So after we've cleaned it, that should come off even faster. This is the difference. No ceramic coating, and the water just stays on the car. Right, okay. If I get my car cleaned like your one, you'll seal the scratches. Anyhow, I would have Vauxhall Mariva, not a Jaguar. Do you know, there's um, a Mariva, a Mariva. Right, guys that know Diana. Diana's got the Mariva, hasn't she? I'm pretty sure, Stefania, that there's someone that comes and joins me on these lives. Her name's Diana, very good friend of mine. In fact, I'm seeing her later for dinner. And she she has a Vauxhall Mariva, so I often do that particular car. She's a dog walker, so the car's always filthy. Right, this is a microfiber from Fallen Angel, and you can't really see it, but you're gonna have to trust me, it's in there. Okay, I'm gonna stand over here. I think when I keep moving the camera, I'm not sure if it ruins the Wi-Fi signal or not. That's the feedback that I've had. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do with this one, because the roof of the car is glass, it's got a panoramic roof. I'm going to do as much as I can of the top half of the car. Right, clean the blades. That's what I'm doing right now. I've got the microfiber under the blade. Clean the blades. It's really quick and easy to do. Yes, I'm going to do the glass. Then I'm going to change the microfiber and do the paintwork. So what I've got is a 2 bucket wash method. One bucket is full of just good old water and bunch of microfibers, and the other one's got nothing in it. And I just throw these in there afterwards. It was the Mariva. I thought it was Suicide Doors. Yes, it does have suicide doors, although she doesn't like it being called suicide doors. She calls them Rolls Royce doors. Like, I'm not, I'm not sure I'd call it Rolls Royce doors, but yeah, she has got suicide doors on there. So yeah, you will see Stefania at some point a Vauxhall Mariva on here. In fact, she did message the other day and asked if she could come in. So she is more than welcome to come in, and we will go live together on that car. Have a pan roof too, and my grandkids love it. Do you know what? It's absolutely brilliant. I love the pan roof. It just brings a bit more brightness into the car. And when you've got a small car like I do, for those of you that are watching right now, this is my car. Then when you sit in the back of a car this size, it makes it feel nicer and bigger when you've got a pan roof. So if you can invest in one, we'll definitely do it. Right now, I know you can't see everything I'm doing, but I'll be back any second. Just cleaning the windscreen. There we go. And you can see where there's protection on the windows because it's repelling the soap. I love how you say my name properly. How do people just not say it properly otherwise then? You know what it is? I spent quite a bit of time trying to learn Spanish, and I think it's very similar. So yeah. How do people say it if it's not properly? I know. Right, another fallen angel microfiber. This one is a noodle, and I'll show you why it's called a noodle in a second. So what I'm going to do is when this goes to the bottom of the car, there you go, there's all the different noodles, really quite obvious now. So once it goes to the bottom of the car, I won't take it back up the car because that's how you get scratches. So as it goes on the way down, long straight lines, I'm hardly putting any pressure on there, down to the bottom, and that's where it's going to stay. The only reason I want to take it back up the car is because look, all the dirt's on that side. Now I'm going to flip it around, and that's it. That's done. Now I can use the other side. I make. Oh, do you? I make car fresheners and wax melts. Message me, and I said, "Oh wow, Stefania, thank you." I if you send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, then yeah, let's try and get your name out there. I'd like to do that. Oh, I've got I've got more followers on TikTok and Facebook than I do on here. Quite a bit more, if I do say so myself. So I'm more than happy to help out. In fact, that's something that I haven't done on here yet today. But if any of you are in the car industry, it could be a mechanic, noodle. Yes, noodle. If any of you are in the car industry and you want to give yourself little bit of shameless promotion, then do it on here. Tell us where you are, your name of your business, what you do, and it could well be that there's someone here looking for your services or products. Do the glass parts have a ceramic coating on? The front glass absolutely does. The side ones, I know I've put something on there, Cody, but I cannot for the life of me remember what I've put on it. I think all that's on there is just like a quick detailer. I haven't put a proper ceramic coating on the. Oh, I haven't put a proper ceramic coating on any of the glass except for the front window, which is G-Tech G1. So yeah, good spot. Uh, Great for hello all the way to India. Stefania, no problem at all. More than happy to help. So yeah, if you drop a little comment on where people can find you, then yeah, don't be shy. Drop a little comment. But I do put it this way: lots of detailers join my lives too. Although today there doesn't seem to be any, and I tell them to do the exact same thing. Alaska, Alaska handyman. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Right, okay. The mitt that I'm using now is actually by Joule, and it's a great big microfiber. It's absolutely huge. It holds so much water, and it is really good. Does it make a difference in anything? Not sure. Do I like using it? Yeah. But as long as you're using microfiber and not a sponge, then that's a good thing. We don't use sponges anymore. So any of you using sponges, Mark knows, get rid of it. Stop using sponges. Is Gary still here? Are his comments working? He had a bit of trouble earlier, didn't he? Another fallen angel microfiber. This is what I mean. I keep picking up fresh microfibers. That's the way that I like doing it these days. Fresh microfiber over and over again. All I do is wash them afterwards, and then they're good to go. All right, okay, so again, we'll get to the bottom of the car. I'll keep it at the bottom there. On there. Okay. Right. If this was a deeper clean, I'd be doing so much more than this. Handyman, someone that does construction mechanics. What is the best? What is best to use, noodle or a mitt? Do you know what? There might be someone out there with a scientific answer that spent days and days on exactly what the difference is. But to be honest with you, as long as you're using something that's soft and you're not putting tons of pressure on the paint, you're going to be okay. So I've got a whole bunch of the microfiber mitts, and I like them. I believe in them. So I think there's other things that you could do in order to minimize scratching and just to enjoy the process. But I probably wouldn't worry about this one too much if I'm being completely honest with you. Buy the one that makes you the most happy because it's not going to make a big difference. If you was to say, what ceramic coating should I put on the car? Then I say, don't use that one, use this one, etc. But you're not going to see a big difference. Use the one that you enjoy. Haven't seen anything from Gary for a while. No, can't be destroyed it. Mark, don't throw them away. Just keep them there as a reminder. Mark, do it. Here he is. Gary's here. Right, time to put this AirPod in my ear again. Uh, there- right, one of the other things that I'm going to show you is I've used a ceramic coating on the plastic, and it's doing fantastically well. Bearing in mind, I put it on in May last year, and it's a 9 month coating that is still performing really well. So this is why when I say to someone that's the product that I recommend, I normally talk about the product and say I've tried it long term, properly long term, and I know that it works. So I'll show you in a second. Right, so on the plastics, I've used CarPro Deluxe, which is spelled DLUX. So it's like back to black on steroids. But if you watch this, it beads. Can you see where it comes off? That's a 9-month coating that went on a year and a half ago. So yeah, that that has proved its worth tenfold. That that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Another nice car. Thank you very much. It's my car. And another person from Brazil. Hello, Fernando. Good afternoon or good. Oh, what's the time in Brazil? You're backwards in time. So good morning. Did I clean that wing mirror? I don't think I cleaned the wing mirror. Another mitt. I'm pretty sure I missed that wing mirror. I'll go over it just in case because I can't remember. There we go. You can kick me out of it, mate. Who wants to kick you out? Why would it? No, don't kick you out. Right, let's see. Is that just no foam better or the same as dual assault? I would say the assault one is probably better, but the reason is not because of the cleaning capability. It's because your floor will turn pink. Can you see it all there? And if you don't get it out, what I've noticed with the pink snow foam is that when you drive off down the road and the water comes out, you'll get pink lines on the car. So although I like it and it cleans well, it's not the one that I would actually go for. So I would stick with a salt over the coloured one. But the thing is, I've got it here. I'm showcasing the different products from Jules because some people just they want the aesthetic, and I think it's just to have a bit of fun. You just got to make sure that you dry the car thoroughly. Let's see. Mark, order a pair of wash mitts from me, and I'll give you double your order for free just to get rid of the sponges. Yeah, that sounds like a decent deal. Right, there's someone there. I'm so sorry. I just cannot read that. Spanish, I'm all right with. English should be okay. But I don't know what language that is, and I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's a good or a bad comment, but hopefully good. Right, so you can see why I'm getting right into the nooks and crannies of the car. It's because it's those areas that is going to hold the water that I don't know if it has pink in it or not. So I'm just taking my time to properly rinse the car. And if you haven't already clicked the subscribe button, you know what I'm going to say. Naughty you, not clicking the subscribe button. It's free. Right, I'm also going to put something else onto my. Okay, 1 minute. All right, 1 minute. We're all waiting for you. Check the website. I am going to use a fifth filter for my water because the water that's coming out of here. In fact, let's test it. I think the last time I tested it, the ppm was about 3. And what that means is because it's under 20, I still won't get water spots, but I might as well get it down to 0 if I can. So this is a TDS meter. It tells me how good the water quality is, and it's 0. The closer to 0, the better. Put a bit of water in there. Now we'll see if that's 0 or is it up at 3, 5, or something like that. Right, so it's on 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add another filter. Not that I really need it for 3. And bring it down to, as long as the filter is still working well, it's going to bring it down to 0. So this is the one that I'm using. It's called Equip to Clean. You get it from these guys. And that gets rid of, it helps you get rid of water spots anyway. Or prevent them, sorry. You guys shouldn't use it the way that I am. I'm using it this way for a boring reason. Should put it closer to the tap, then the hose into the karcher. Don't put it directly on the karcher because you'll go through it in a couple of cars, which is obviously not good for you. The reason I'm doing it that way is because my water is already heavily filtered. Right. And it's just going to take a little while to get the water in there. And you will notice that the water pressure is not as good because it's got to go through another filter, but it will save you the water spots. Okay, here we go. Told you the water pressure would be bad. I'm not going to say it's terrible, it's just obviously not as good. And what I'll do is I'll do another test in a minute and see if the water filter's still doing its thing, which it should be. The other thing that I use the filtered water for is making up the chemicals. And the other really good thing that I use it for is filling up the windscreen washer. It's really good for that. What that then means is I will get rid of the dirt and not leave any watermarks behind. Which, let's face it, that's also a good thing. The foam must be knocked down from the bottom up. I've never understood that. It makes absolutely no sense, but I've done this for a while. I kind of know what I'm doing. But thank you for the tip. It's not one that I'm going to abide by, unfortunately. Right, let's see how that's. Yeah, it's still a little bit slow, but that's okay. It's an 18-month coating. We're 18 months in, and it's still doing well. It makes good tea as well. I'm only too pleased that you can comment now, Gary. Gary, have you heard from MJ? Because I replied to him the other day about meeting, and I haven't had a response. So I wonder what he's up to. Right, I'd love to put some protection on this car, but it's not going to happen. Because if I want to do a ceramic coating on this, there's no point putting any protection on there because that's just going to be an extra little something that I need to remove. Okay, I don't argue you're a handsome guy, all right? Thank you very much. We wash cars like that, and by the way, we wash cars better. Oh, do you now? Well, I'm up for the challenge if you want to come over here. I like the cheekiness of it. I like it. See, for me personally, the dirt's on the car, so you start at the top and you bring all the dirt down. That that just makes sense to me. Doing it up the way, that doesn't make sense to me. Logically, it doesn't make sense to me. But I like listening to other people. He was on here the other day and made a recent post. Who's that? On here, on YouTube. Who was I talking about? I've actually lost my train of thought now. Right, what I'm going to do is, God, it barely needs to be dried. Can you do it alone in 30 minutes, inside and out? Little World. 30 minutes, probably yes. I know that when I do a Range Rover, MJ, sorry, got it. When I do a Range Rover, I go live, that could take me 3 or 4 hours. When I do it on my own, I did time it 43 minutes. So if I can do a Range Rover in and out in 43 minutes, I could probably do this in less. You'd like to think so. Right, this is me just trying to make sure that I flush out all of the ink from the snow foam that I used. I think I've done a good enough job of it. But there's certain places where I know it comes out, which I'm going to try and get rid of it a little bit more. But I've got to be honest, I'm nearly at the end of this. So if there's something that you want me to do on the car, something I can teach you, then go for it and let me know. But otherwise, this is pretty much it. I need to do a video. I promised Fallen Angel that I'm going to do a video for them on their new drying towel. And that's what I'm going to need to spend time doing. So if anyone's got any questions, please let me know. But I promised Fallen Angels to do some videos. I've done the clean of my car. I am going to go. Hope you don't mind, but the car is now clean. She's looking good. Look, I haven't dried the car, but look at the windscreen coating. That window is nearly dry. That's how good a windscreen coating should be. Let me show you again how good this is. So, any of you wondering which one it is? It's by G Technic G1, or it's called G Technic G1, and it is the best windscreen coating out there. You can see I've stoked that down, but if I show you that windscreen, it's dry, and it makes driving in the winter much nicer. How good is that? But Logic says the dirt gets dragged down the snow foam when you wash it back up. Yeah, absolutely. What are the tips to wash the car faster? Oh, that's actually a really good question. Uh, Keep the panels cool. Don't go live on YouTube. Get yourself a drying towel. Let me show you the drying towel. I want to show you this one and this one. This was the first drying towel that I ever bought. It's very capable. It's very thick and lush. But does that make it the best one? So this is the first drying towel that I ever bought. It's by Liquid Elements. It's a good drying towel. This is the one that is my new favourite, and it's by Fallen Angel. Look at the size difference for a start. Bigger in this case is better. I'm going to have to hold it there. Look how much bigger it is, both there and at the bottom. So that means that I can dry the car faster. Not only that, the fibers are different. Can you see how this is like a microfiber and this is twisted loop? Twisted loop dries much, much faster. So bearing in mind this one's cheaper than that one, that's what I would go for in the future. So if you want to work faster, get yourself a drying towel. If you can, use spotless water, but you're going to have to use a lot of money for that. Adam, thank you for being here. I've just seen a comment and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for being here. Hiroshi, no problem at all. Did I miss any other comments on there? If you want to clean the car faster, use the right chemicals and get some protection on the car because next time you clean it, it will clean faster and dry faster. So it's all these little things that I would do. We call it a three-phase wash, where the first phase is alkaline. Yes, absolutely. It's washed from below. The second is either acidic or neutral. Yeah, I like that. Third is wax, quartz, and so. Yeah, no, I like that. I think you're absolutely right there. I don't. I've got. What? Here's the. I don't talk about this one very often, but this is an acidic-based shampoo or snow foam, GoPro D scale. It is really good. So if I'm doing a decon wash, sometimes I'll use that one, but not all the time. Don't go live on YouTube to wash the car faster. Yeah, honestly, it will slow you down by hours. I mean, we're 78 minutes in. I could have been done about 40 minutes ago. But yeah, don't go live. It will slow you down massively. How do you clean the windscreen of the car? The same as the rest of the car, without being sarcastic about it. The same as the rest of the car. You can be a bit more firm with the glass. But the same as the rest. But what I would do is if you clean it properly, take that however you will, machine polish it, and then put a windscreen coating on there, you'll get the same as what I've got here. G Technic G1 is absolutely fantastic. Get that onto the car. And if you practice with a ceramic coating on the glass, it's it's better than practicing on paint because you can mess up on the glass, machine polish it off over and over again, you won't do any damage. So that's where I would start practicing your machine polishing and ceramic coatings, actually. Right. I think I saw a message here from Gary. I am going to go and do a video because I promised that I would do one. So if you're not already subscribing here, I think there's a subscribe button. Please give it a click. I'd really appreciate that. If you are on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok and you want to see more of this, more content, then give us a follow on there as well. I will be talking to all of you again soon. Keep an eye out for a video on a massive, beautiful drying towel from Fallen Angel. I'm about to do it right now. Thank you everyone for being here. I love you all. Thank you very much, Little World. I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Genuinely, really do. So thank you very much. I'm going to see you all soon. It's lunchtime. It's video time. I'm going to see you soon. Thank you and goodbye. See you soon.